Hey guys, it's time for Mentor Sentences today. Yesterday, you should have watched a fairly long video of somebody reading you the book Junkyard Wonders. So today, we're going to kind of do some catch up, and I'm also going to teach you a little bit of the lesson, but we are going to start by labeling the sentence. So I have the sentence right here. Everybody, I am not going to post the sentence today because I want you to write it on a piece of paper. You guys are not getting the labeling correct. So please follow along with me. If I do it with you, there should be no reason that you get it wrong. So on your paper, I want you to write the sentence just like you see it. It says, like I said. And if I were you, I would skip lines in between so you have room to write. Gibby whispered. That baby is going straight to the moon. So this is what your paper should look like. Like I said, Gibby whispered, that baby is going straight to the moon. Okay, so let's start off by labeling like. This is, it's not an awoobis, but it's acting like an awoobis. Like and as are actually the same thing. So an awoobis is after, although, as, while, when. So like and as are the same thing. So this is actually a subordinating conjunction. And I've told you, I don't know why I did that. It's just supposed to have one little dot. Subordinating conjunction. So a subordinating conjunction is just your awoobises. So I hope that you know by now, I is a pronoun, same as he, she, they, them, her. Those are all pronouns. Said, if you can do it, it's a verb. Said is a verb. Gibby, I hope that you remember Gibby is a proper noun. Names of things are proper nouns. Whispered. Can I do whispered? Can I do that? So if I can do it, what is it? A verb. Yes. Verb. We're going to skip over that. We're going to go to baby. What is baby? I hope you said a noun, a person, place, or thing. So I'm going to tell you, is going. That's actually together. This is a verb, and this is a helping verb. We haven't talked about helping verbs, but they are like am, are, is, was, were, and they help the verbs right after it. Straight is actually an adverb. It tells you how they are going. So how are they going? Or how is the baby going? It's going straight. And then where? Well, if it's telling me where, we have a preposition, an article, and then a noun. Now, a lot of these you're thinking, man, Miss Simpson, I am never going to need to know this. I beg to differ. I'm going to circle, and you don't have to do this, but I'm going to circle some ones that are so important that you know. A verb, super important. Proper noun, very important. Nouns, you should know those. Pronoun, you should know those. All of the other ones, they'll come. Oh, and noun. Duh, I already circled that. Those will come with time, but those are really important. Okay, so for your big mini lesson today, because I always say if you don't know what you're doing and you need some help, watch Wednesday's lesson, and today is Wednesday. We are going over almost the same thing that we did last week, except for it's just quotation marks. So remember, quotation marks are the words that come out of your mouth when you're talking. Like in a comic book, it's like a speech bubble. And you have to have quotation marks around what the people say, or else you're not going to know that they're saying it. So right here, said Ben is our tag, and you can see quotation marks with a tag at the end. So quotation marks can be tricky, said Ben. And you put those quotation marks right around what he said. Now, let me tell you, one thing that I didn't tell you last week is you put a comma before your tag. So if your word you're saying is going to end with a period, you have to end with a comma. So quotation marks can be tricky. Comma, and that goes in the quotation marks, said Ben. So if I said, give me a second to get it out. I'm eating tacos. I would put a comma, quotation marks, and then I'd put said RJ, and then a period. Okay, so now let's look at it with the tag at the beginning. Ben said, notice where my comma is. You have to have a comma, whether it's at the end or the beginning or in the middle. You have to have a comma for that tag. You have to have it either after the tag or before the tag. So this one has it before. Ben said, comma, or after, Ben said, comma, quotation marks can be tricky. And notice where they put the period. So if I use this same sentence, I would say, RJ said, comma, then I'd put my quotation marks, I'm eating tacos. Then I would put my period and then my quotation marks. Finally, we have a tag in the middle. Quotation marks can be tricky. See, before they have the comma and they have the comma afterwards. So you have to have a comma on all sides when it's in the middle. Quotation marks can be tricky, comma, Ben said, comma, but I think I have them figured out now, period. So let me show you how I would write this. I would say, my quotation marks, I'm having tacos. I'd put my comma because we have to have that comma anytime we have a tag. So I'm going to say said RJ. And since I'm going to keep talking, I'm going to put another comma, quotation marks again. And this time I'm going to start with, I'm having tacos, said RJ. I hope they are yummy. And I'm going to end it with a period and more quotation marks. So anytime you have a tag, you have to have that comma and then your words, or the comma and then your tag, or the commas on both sides. The point is, don't forget where those commas go, right by the tag. All right, guys, so again, that's going to be most of your quiz on Friday. It's going to have a lot of correctly add the quotation marks in the sentence. So you're going to have to add those quotation marks where they go. That's half of your test, over half of your test. So if you don't get that right, you're not going to make a very good grade. So again, tag your quotation marks go around what the person says. All right, guys, I love y'all so much. You're not going to have anything to turn in today. It's just a video. Bye.